All right, everybody, welcome back to today's video. I didn't like how I had to rush through the ending of yesterday's video, so I want to continue with that a little bit. What I was saying towards the end of the video is I was talking about how the evidence showed that in that study that we did where they had the almost 100% correlation between a slight curvature in the spine, and an organ disease in cadavers. Now, what the study said was they said that the body, the curvature in the spine was rigid and fibrotic, which means that it had been out of place so long that it had gone from this, which is a normal vertebral, appearing vertebral segment in the spine. You've got basically vertebrae, disc, vertebrae, to getting locked out of its position, or what we chiropractors deal with every day. It's called a subluxation, where the bone gets stuck out of place, putting pressure on a nerve. It went from that through the stages of degeneration, where we had our first phase, where the disc starts to thin out. Then we have our second phase, which is where the disc is thinning out, and then you have bone spurs forming, and this joint is getting more and more stiff, and the ligaments are starting to turn to bone. And then your final stage is where you have almost a complete fusion. Now, a lot of these relations between the organs and the slight curvature in the spine, which is what he called a slight curvature, is what we call subluxation. That means that those things have been there 10, 20, 30 years. And he said that the evidence showed that the curvature in the spine preceded the organ disease. So what does that mean? That means that basically, even if you're feeling good, even if you're not having pain, you may have these subluxations in your spine, and they may be causing problems not only with your musculoskeletal system, predisposing you to an injury, something as simple as picking up a pencil, throwing your back out, turning your neck to back away from, back out of the driveway and causing your neck to go out, sleeping funny, causing your neck to get hurt. I hear these things all the time, and it's always, that's just the final thing that caused you to have symptoms. But these subluxations can be hiding in your spine without you having symptoms and wreaking havoc on your body, developing disease processes. And it's important that you get checked so we can keep these things moving. So that is why it's so important to maintain a healthy nervous system, maintain the chiropractic adjustment. It's not just about feeling good. It's not just about keeping pain away. It's also about keeping your body functioning. Now, chiropractic is not the only thing that you need to do, okay? It is one of the main things. It is the primary thing, in my opinion, but it's not the only thing that you need to do, because you can have a healthy nervous system, but if you're eating crap all day long, excuse my language here, but if you're eating crap, then your body's not going to have the materials to do what it needs to do, okay? And a crappy diet can cause your spine to go out of alignment, okay? So here's the next factor, is nutrition. Now, your chiropractic adjustments affects your nervous system, which controls everything in your body. We do have the issue of limitation of matter. So if your spine gets to this point, are we going to get you back to 100% function? No. We're going to get you as close as we can, but 100% for you at this level might only be 50% of normal function, because we can't reverse what's happened. And that's another reason why it's important. Fix yourself before you get to the point where your body can't recover. Okay, it's very, very important. That's why maintenance is key. If you're in cancer and you're in late stages of cancer, chiropractic adjustments are not going to cure your cancer. If you're in late stages of diabetes, where you're insulin dependent, chiropractic might help your body recover, but it's not going to cure it. You've got to do a lot of other things to try to get this thing fixed. Now, there are ways to fix it, but you've got to do a lot of stuff to try to do it, to try to help it. Get yourself handled before you have symptoms. Get yourself handled before your body is weak. Get yourself handled before your body is damaged, okay? It's just like your car, change your oil before, I guess, your heads start to blow. I don't know anything about cars, but I know that you have to change your oil. If you let that oil go for too long without changing it, and you start ignoring that oil light, then because the car's running okay, even though the oil light's on, the car's running okay, and you ignore that oil light, you cover it up with tape, which is what you're doing with pain meds when you're covering up your symptoms. But if you cover that up, eventually that engine's going to blow. And there's nothing you can do for that engine at that point. Fix it before the damage occurs. Okay, so nutrition. Nutrition is important to all of your systems, okay? Because, again, we're dealing with limitation of matter, but nutrition provides the building blocks and the what is necessary for your body to function. Okay, so you have to have proper nutrition, and we can help you with that. Most people don't know what to eat. Most people don't know what supplements to take. There's so much conflicting information out there, and a lot of it actually causes damage. Artificial sweeteners, for example, we're still going to talk about those. I keep mentioning it. We will have some discussion on artificial sweeteners. but you know, they're promoted as being a healthy alternative in life, but man, those things are poison. You know, trans fat acids, I talked about that the other day, partially hydrogenated oils, those things will kill you. Get them out of your room, get them out of your house, get them out of your pantry, get them out of your family's pantry. There are things out there that are being promoted as healthy through marketing that are not healthy. Cheerios. I mean, I like Cheerios. I eat Cheerios, but I don't kid myself and think they're going to make my heart healthy. You know, they're high glycemic carbohydrates, processed carbohydrates that are going to cause an insulin response in your body. And if you're eating them more than a moderate amount, they're going to cause damage in your body. Okay, it's just a fact. Don't pay attention to marketing. Pay attention to what makes sense. Our bodies are designed to eat certain foods and process certain foods, and you need to know what those are. So the nutrition is key. Chiropractic and nutrition are two of the most important things. Then we have exercise, and I'm going to talk about exercise on the next video. Oh, no, wait a minute, I still have 4 minutes. I can talk about exercise. I want to give you an example of how exercise works. Now, first of all, it promotes health through your cardiovascular system and through your muscular system. Okay, it makes you stronger, makes your heart stronger, delivers blood more effectively. That blood delivery is delivery of oxygen, which is critical to your cells surviving. It's also the delivery of nutrients that you get from the proper diet that you're eating. That blood delivery is also a part of what the nervous system controls, so that helps get all these nutrients in there. It's just all totally related. So a quick thing so that you understand the importance of strength training and exercise and frequency, okay? You have a muscle. A muscle is made of fibers. You go and you work out and you do curls and those biceps are sore. What you've done is you've torn these fibers. Now let's say you did those curls with a resistance of 15 pounds, okay? Now what happens is your body is going to adapt itself. It's going to, when these muscle fibers are torn, not torn, but broken down, your body's going to rebuild those muscle fibers with the goal of being able to handle that amount of stress. So let's say a couple weeks into it, you're now doing this 15 reps for 3 sets of 10 because the muscles are getting strong enough. Well, you want to keep on progressing. So now you're going to go up to 20 reps or 20 pounds. And what's going to happen? You're going to start breaking down these fibers again, and the body's going to build more fibers to make you stronger. You handle the 20 pounds, then you go to 25, and so on and so forth. So in other words, you're building muscular strength. Checking my time. Okay, you're building muscular strength. You're building muscular volume, for lack of a better term. It's basically, it's called hypertrophy. You're building muscle tissue. That muscle tissue, along with it comes more blood supply, more capillaries, more opportunity for oxygenation in the body. Plus your heart's getting stronger. Plus you're developing all kinds of functions. You get lymphatic draining from the contraction of the muscles. You get endorphin releases. All kinds of chemical responses in your body that help with depression, that help with sleep issues, that help with anxiety issues, that help with cardiovascular issues, that help with everything in your life. It just improves your quality of life. You combine that with your chiropractic adjustments so that your nervous system is functioning properly, and you combine that with your proper nutrition, and you've got a great cycle going here for health, okay? Sleep, rest. You've got to get sleep because that's when all the healing occurs. Healing, that's when all these muscles rebuild. That's when your nutrition comes into your system and helps rebuild the tissues that you're trying to heal. That's when the nervous system comes in and it starts helping things heal, helping reduce inflammation, helping reduce your pain levels. Rest is important. It's also important that it's non-drug induced, okay? When you are taking medications to sleep, you don't get into that REM sleep cycle and you don't get that healing response. Alcohol, you drink it, you don't ever get that complete sleep cycle. It's important to have high quality sleep and a minimum of what you need, 6 to 8 hours, depending on who you are. All right, next time we'll finish this up. Have a great day.